September signifies the beginning of many new things, but it also is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. It's an illness that most have heard of in passing, but unless our families are affected by it directly, it's often misunderstood.
Well, that is where the Maryland Sickle Cell Disease Association comes into play. Formed by concerned parents and interested individuals, the group seeks to improve the lives of those affected by the disease while spreading awareness. And we're joined this afternoon by the founder of the Eastern Shore of Maryland Sickle Cell Disease Association, Ms. Shanda Ward, as well as her husband, Dr. Rick Ward, a board member. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So let me start at the beginning. What inspired you to start this?
Well, both of my daughters have sickle cell disease, and my husband and I both have trait. And so it was a lack of resources here on the Eastern Shore that made us think, if we can't see it, we better be it.
Oh, I like that. So not a lot of people know about sickle cell, and there's probably a lot of misconceptions about sickle cell disease. What are they?
I think the biggest thing is that our red blood cells are affected, and that it is not a disease technically, it's inherited. It's passed down from generation to generation, and it affects our brown and black communities. And it's technically, your red blood cells are not circle, they're sickled shape. So it doesn't carry the oxygen through the blood like it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. So it affects your veins, your vital organs, and then sometimes upper respiratory chest infections, and then the biggest thing is it causes death.
Mm. Wow. So how is it treated?
Well, normally with pain management, normally what there is a cure now for sickle cell, bone marrow transplants. There's also genetic gene therapy. Also, what they're doing is preventative medicine is also very important as well. So, bone marrow. Actually, there was a person that actually got cured, Marquise. I don't remember his last name, but through his bone marrow transplant, it's pretty much like if it was a car, you're getting an oil change, and your whole blood type is being changed.
Okay.
But what happens is you become immune compromised, and you have to be in the hospital for up to 6 to 8 weeks.
Wow.
to build your immune system back up. The person who had sickle cell will normally have sickle cell trait and not sickle cell anymore.
Interesting.
How about
Through
that?
the bone marrow transplant.
Yeah.
So that is like one of the things that is going on. But opioids is normally how you kind of like manage your pain.
Okay. So the Sickle Cell Disease Association actually offers training, doesn't it?
Well, they do, but what we've been trying to do here on the Eastern Shore is try to help our caregivers as well as our warriors with any kind of resources that they need on this end.
Okay.
Caregivers and warriors. I love that. So we've looked at the medical and you've explained how it works. What kind of support do we need if we're trying to deal with this?
I think the biggest thing is that when patients go to the hospital, they're fed because they're under their insurance, they're fed. The caregivers does not get fed. And if you have to get any type of services, especially pediatric, there is no pediatric sickle cell trained doctor on the Eastern Shore at all for adults or peds.
Oh my.
So what happens now is that they have to go travel to DC, Baltimore, or Delaware. And so if there's parking involved or transportation involved or even any type of meal services involved, it's not supported. And so that's what we're trying to come in is educate, advocate, and fill in the gaps.
You bring in awareness, yes.
And one way you're doing that is with the 1 Mile Down event?
Yeah, it is.
Tell us about that.
September 23rd, we are having our 1 Mile Down walk down at the Garland Hayward Center in Princess Anne, Maryland.
Okay.
The tickets are on Eventbrite. They're $25. You'll get this cool shirt.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
You'll get lunch, and there's plenty of activities, and there's going to be vendors there.
Sounds like a good time.
And we're also hosting a blood drive at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore on September the 15th.
Yeah, all day.
If you donate blood, it saves 3 lives.
That's amazing.
3 lives. So, we encourage the community to, to come out and support and, not only the walk, but the blood drive.
Be part of it.
Shanda and Dr. Rick Ward, thank you for all you do for raising awareness to sickle cell here on Delmarva.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.